Hi teachers, I am creating a list of videos here for you to show you some different ways that you can use some of these new large language models, which is what Perplexity AI is, as well as ChatGPT, Claude, and Bard are some of the large language models that are out now that are helping us save time in our teaching practices. So Perplexity is a new one that new to me that I am experimenting with. And I wanted to show you how you can use Perplexity to ask it a general question to get some ideas for your teaching. So for example, I created a prompt. I'm going to paste in here, generate a list of ways a fourth grade ELA teacher can teach academic vocabulary for the Common Core State Standard Reading Informational Text 4. So this would be if you just, you have to teach this standard and you're not sure, what you should do to teach it. So I'm going to click on the arrow button and literally in less than 2 seconds, you can see what it came up with. Now, what I really like about Perplexity compared to some of the other programs is that you can see up here at the top, you have your sources listed out on where it found the information. And not only does it give you the sources, but I'm more of a visual learner myself. So I really like how it has the little icons here. You can recognize, PBS, Edutopia, Color in Colorado. I always pronounce that wrong. Anyhow, you can see the icons up there. And at the bottom, you have your answer. Now, one thing you notice about the answer, so it told you some different strategies that you can use down here, which are all great. The first thing that in my mind that pops up is, we have our sources up here, but you want to make sure that these are research-based and they didn't just pull these off of some random websites. What you can see here at the end of each recommendation is there's a number. When you click on that, that takes you to where they found the information. Was, again, extremely helpful. So you don't have to go back and, click on different links and try to figure out where they pulled the information from. And then down at the bottom, another thing I like about Perplexity is that it gives you some related searches that you can click on. I'm going to click on the plus sign here for how can teachers help students understand the meaning of academic words in a text. And it'll actually do a whole nother search for you. And again, give you the sources where you can click on the numbers here at the bottom. And if that's not what you're looking for, you can always update it yourself. You can copy and paste down here at the bottom. You can ask it to rewrite. What else? It just has a lot of options compared to if I did this prompt in, let's say, Bard. I'll do that real quick. Let's see if I can get into Bard quickly. Hi, Bard. Okay, and I'm going to put the same prompt in, and let's see what Bard does. Automatically, it's taking several more seconds, which again is not long, but compared to how quickly Perplexity did it. Okay, here's a list in Bard. So again, they listed out some different approaches. At the bottom, they did specific activities, which I like as well. You can see here one main difference on how this came up compared to Perplexity is that the sources are not listed at the top. One thing that Google Bard says it does is right here, you can click to see where it got its information. And it's supposed to come up at the top. Depending on what you're asking it, sometimes it's very obvious where it got its sources, and sometimes they aren't really listed. Here, this is the only one that's highlighted. Again, it's not necessarily going to take me directly there. You have to do a little bit of research to see if this really applies. It kind of pulled it out of this website and put it into its own words. So it's not as directly related. There's some related topics here at the bottom. with Bard, if you don't really like the first response, one thing that you can do is go up to here where it says view other drafts, and you can click on those and see if that's more what you're looking for. But I do really like how, again, going back to Perplexity, you have your sources, you have your information, you have them linked directly right here with the little numbers at the end. And then again, it gives you those related questions at the bottom. So if you haven't tried it yet, try Perplexity, and hopefully you like it. Stay tuned to the Educator's Helper, and I'm going to post some more videos about different ways that you can use AI in your teaching practices.